So let's get started. If you haven't already, take this clip, click, hold your mouse down, and drag it over. That will put your video into your source monitor. This is called a scrubber. By clicking and holding this, you can drag through and look at your video. Okay, here's some other shortcuts that you can do. You have your J key, which if you hit that, it will rewind your video. If I hit it 2 times, it will go faster, and 3 times it will go as fast as it possibly can. To stop it, you hit K. That stops your video. If you want to fast forward and look through your video, you hit the L key. Hit it once, it just plays normally. Hit it twice, goes even faster. If you hit it 3 times, it goes faster than that. Another way to start and stop is to hit the space bar. I just hit the space bar. You also have your buttons right here. This plays. If you want to go forward 1 frame, you can click this button right here, or on your keyboard, on your arrow keys, you can also press those. And it can either go forward if you hit the right arrow key, or if you hit the left arrow key, it will go backwards 1 frame. So say I really like this trick right here. And I want to put this little trick onto my timeline. Okay, so notice how I'm using the arrow keys to get exactly to where I want. Okay, so I can rewind hitting J, stop using the space bar, go right until I see the start, and I will hit the I button on your keyboard. I. Notice how it sets this blue highlight right here. This means from here on is selected. I hit the space bar or this button, this play button, it will play it out. Okay, so notice that it went farther than I wanted it to. So I just hit the left arrow key, or I can hit this left button right here until I get to this part where I want it to end. So then I press O for the out key. Now I have a few options after I do this. I can either A, do it on the keyboard. So if I hit the period button on my keyboard, it will bring in the clip right here. Okay, so notice this red line right here. This is where the clip will be brought into. So if I have it over here and press the period button on my keyboard, it brings it in like this. Okay, so I want this to be at the very beginning, so I press the period button. Another way you can do this is click on the screen, click and hold your mouse and drag it on, and it will bring both your video layer and your audio layer in. Or if I just want the video, I can click and hold this button right here and drag it, and that gives me just my video. Or this is the audio. I click and hold and drag this here. Okay, so let's say I like this video, but I want to mix in another video. I want to mix this video in with the video for some reason. So I set my endpoint by hitting I, press the space bar to play, press the space bar again to stop, press O. Now, if I wanted this to be right in the middle of the trick, which sometimes this will eventually happen, you want to insert a clip right in the middle of one that already exists. So what you can do there is hit this button right here. This will insert your clip, and see what that did? It put my in and out point right in the middle, and it slided this part over. So now when I play it, so you notice that everything that is playing on this timeline also plays here. Another thing you can do is overwrite, and that's that button right here. So if I hit this, if I click this button, instead of sliding it over like it did the last time, it completely just replaces it. Okay, so if you don't want to hit these buttons, you'll notice little shortcuts right in here. Those little parentheses will tell you the shortcut on your keyboard that you can press. So if I hit the comma button on my keyboard, it will insert it in like this. Now you may have noticed how things are just disappearing if I mess up or if I want to go back. So the shortcut to do that is you'll see the wavy window button on your keyboard. Press that down and hold it, and then you'll press the Z button, and that's undo. You can also go up here to edit and undo. Okay, that might be your most important button you want to press, is undo, because you will mess up a lot. Okay, so next we'll go over the toolbar right over here.